Hi, I'm Tom Hess, and I'm glad that you've come here to learn more about how to make money teaching guitar lessons. You know, when I started off as a guitar teacher, I understood right away how to make money teaching guitar. The problem was I just wasn't making a lot of money teaching guitar. And I think that you probably are in a similar situation. You probably understand already how to make some money teaching guitar, but you just don't yet understand how to make a lot of money teaching guitar. And you probably don't really know anyone personally who is making a lot of money teaching guitar. Now, what do I consider to be a lot of money? Well, my definition of a lot of money in terms of guitar teaching income starts at $100,000 per year. That's my standard for making a lot of money. Now, there are some very specific things that I hear when the idea of making $100,000 per year as a guitar teacher comes out. And those things are usually based on just not understanding how that's even possible, and a lot of skepticism. And people say, well, that's just not possible. Well, of course it's possible because people are doing it every single day. Okay, not a lot of people, but there are people who are doing it. And the truth is that although the teachers who are making that kind of money usually are very good teachers, it's not necessarily their teaching skills alone that is enabling them to make that kind of money. What is enabling them to make that kind of money is essentially built around two main things. The first is their teaching business model. That means the way that they are able to deliver the teaching material content to the student, as well as their ability to help them to apply it and integrate it in ways that doesn't always require you, the teacher, to be sitting there one-on-one with that student all the time. On top of that, another very key component is the teacher's ability to inspire and motivate and keep the students totally dedicated and committed and enthusiastic about the entire learning process over the course of the student-teacher relationship. Those components are absolutely key, and it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be the greatest teacher in the world. Of course, the greater skills you have, the better, but it's not, this money-making ability is not really centered around your guitar teaching skills alone. So even if your teaching skills are only, let's just say, average, they're not super great, you can still make a lot of money teaching guitar. Now, what are the specific things that you would have to do? What would you have to consider? What would you have to perhaps change or add to what you're already doing? Well, there's a few things. The primary thing is going to be what we were just talking about, how you're able to deliver all of that value and benefit to the students that you have, as well as to future students that you're going to have. All right, now I've recorded a 20-minute free video, which unfortunately the whole thing doesn't fit onto YouTube, so the only way to see it in its entirety is at my website, because YouTube only allows for 10-minute videos. But before you even take a look at that video and see the very specific things that I'm talking about, in fact, that video just outlines one of many different guitar teaching business models which yield a lot of money because they're based on a lot of leverage. You'll learn more about that in that video. But before I give you that link, what I want you to do first is come to my website and take some free online self-assessments in different guitar teaching areas that are going to hit not only on guitar teaching skills areas, but also on guitar teaching career and guitar teaching business areas. And these are important. And what's going to happen is when you take these assessments and you answer the questions, I'm going to give you some very specific feedback on what questions you answer and how you answer them. So if you're answering something which I think is either not the correct answer or maybe not just the best choice that could be given there, I'm going to point you to at least what I believe is going to be the better choice, and I'll show you why, And then, and here's the most important part, I'm going to point you to the resource or give you the specific advice right in my email to you about how you can implement that concept into what you're already doing. Okay? So the important thing here to remember is that I'm not just giving you some theoretical concept which you can't yet apply, or you have to go through these other 40 steps before you can do that. I'm going to give you some things that are going to be very actionable, things you can take action on, things you can implement and apply in a very short period of time to get things going. Okay, so this is going to be a very valuable thing, and my feedback to you is also totally free. I'm not selling anything here. It's totally free to you if you come to my site at the link below and take those assessments. Once you've done that, I'll share with you, again, also for free, that 20-minute video which will share just one of many different possibilities that will enable you to make a lot of money teaching guitar just simply by adjusting or changing or implementing this new guitar teaching model. I've used it. I've mentored many other guitar teachers to use it who are also making well into 6 figures per year teaching guitar. It is real, it is possible, and it's free for you to get started.